All right, welcome to night 3 of me streaming Azul. Post about it. I can figure out. Find my own stream link. Okay. Here. And let me grab the chat. Okay, we are good to go. And let's start with these turn-based plays. Just to ease into things, I haven't been super sharp, so maybe it's best not to rush right into a game. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so this was a interesting round 2. I basically, Neuter and I were both going for, or are both going for the second column. And I had the first play this round, and there was a group of 3 blacks and a group of 2 blacks. And I felt like I couldn't really just let him grab 3 blacks, so I took them on row 5. So I'm now like building the center column. But there's a ton of blue left, 15. So I shouldn't have trouble getting row 3 blue. Row 4 white might be hard, but I do have the first player tile next round, so we'll see what happens. For now, I think the main thing this round is worrying about my row 2. Ideally, I would get blue, but I think if I group the 2 blue up, Neuter might take them on row 3. So it's tempting to just grab a red for row 1. I'm sorry, for row 2. And I don't need to worry about the yellows getting grouped up because I have row 4 yellow open. I would definitely, I guess actually maybe the play is like, maybe I go like 1 white row 1. And this way I guarantee myself a row 2. And in fact, if he takes like 3 yellow on row 3, then I can take 1 black on row 5, and I'm still guaranteed one of these for my row 2. So let's try this. And then obviously if he takes the blues, I'll take the reds. And again, I have nothing to be afraid of with the yellows. Oh, I thought I had 2 games to play. Okay. Let's jump in. I might start with an arena game just to get warmed up, so to speak, before jumping into expert games. I also have a small pour of whiskey to take the edge off a bit. Yeah, and BGA is slow. It's happened every night. Who knows what's going on? Okay. This is an interesting draw, but like in a way, it's almost not interesting because whichever group of three he chooses to take, I'll just take the other one. So my decision is very easy, but okay, we grab the whites. Okay, now this is actually a little bit interesting. Picking the blacks leaves me in a situation where I'm playing red on row 2, which isn't the end of the world, but then I maybe don't get red on 5 also. But I don't think taking the whites is particularly viable. I'm basically thinking about taking the whites on 2. He gets 3 black. The reason I want the whites is because there were so many in this round that he could get really stuck on row 4. But I think it's like needlessly defensive, maybe. I'm only taking 1 black. Okay, so now I will definitely take the whites. Okay, and I gotta slow down. Playing a little too fast. So these plays are fairly straightforward. Okay. I think I have to try to go for black. And if he takes it, then I take the red from the center for my row 1. Fine to play on 5. I'd like to get 2 blue and then either either blue or yellow in row 3. Alternatively, yeah, I think that's deal. Alternatively, I get yellow 2 Try to get blue 3. And yellow 2 might be good because my opponent could build row 3 yellow, though I suspect maybe they'll go for these whites. Okay, so of course we're going to give them the whites. There's not much we can do about that. And this is safe. They can't get 4 colors into the middle, so I can't get stuck with the whites. Hey, Bruno. Okay, so that's why I said I had 2 games. Wonder if BGA is having issues and they hadn't like calculated the result yet. Also, I reduced the latency on the stream, so I should be able to respond quicker to chat. I think there will be less of a delay between what's happening on the screen and the chat. So I don't know if you've been in any of the other streams, Bruno, but some of them were a bit delayed. $30, yeah, I think it feels like it's probably 5 to 10 now, based on my rough estimates. This is interesting. This 3 black kind of sucks. But is it just the best thing to get this out of the way and take these negatives? I have so many options for the reds that's fine. So I just unstick myself. It's interesting, like row 3 black is good for me, but if I don't take it now, he probably just takes it. I also like putting a blue in the center because it means that when they take this 1 red, it groups the 2 blues. Hey, Mei. I don't know when you joined, but I was telling these guys that the chat delay should be smaller, so should be able to be a little more conversational. Perfect, we get our wish. See you, Bruno. And good game earlier. It's interesting. I have a bit of a problem in that I can't play these whites at all. So if I take yellow, red, red, blue, I end up with a bunch of whites. I go blue, yellow, red. That doesn't really work. I have to just take reds here. Yeah. And I'm going to take some big negatives, but my opponent's going to miss out on one of their top rows. So, I mean, it's far from an ideal round. But given that I couldn't play those whites, may have been the best I could do. Still tied, and I have a completed column to their no column. Okay, 3 blues left, so I think we can just attack blues and make it so they can't really get a column. Only 1 white left, which is worth noting. I want my opponent to group these blues. I don't know that they would do that, but I should be able to pick up row 3 yellow or row 3 black. Blues on row 4 was probably better than row 5. I was thinking about the possibility of, given that there's 7 yellows left, and a very unlikely 3 red, but I was thinking about whether this column is gettable. Okay, so we're gonna offer up the last blue in exchange for 4 white. He won't do it, so we get the last blue, and this means we'll be able to stop this column next round since we have the first player tile. I think taking the white away is I'm just throwing the. I don't want to play them on row 3 because there's going to be so many yellows next round. Oh, I'm down by a lot. I did not realize the score was this bad. Okay. We have to do blues first. Make sure they don't get a column. Oh, okay. Well, we. Oh, yep. This is going to go to round 6, I think. You will have a second column threat and a full color blue threat and a full color yellow threat, but still down by quite a bit. And they also have like 2 columns. Well, they don't anymore because of the white draw. Oh, we don't have full color yellow. That is wrong. We have a full color red threat. And he can't play yellows, so that's good for us. Okay, so if I take the blue, then he can go red, red, red. And I think I get the yellow, so I think I want to let him have the blue. My red full color is worth about as much anyway. And if he takes the blue, we can grab 4 yellows for row 3. Okay, so defending. Which is fine, because now he has to defend. Like, I can play the 6 yellows on row 5, actually, for probably better points than row 3. And now he has to choose between giving me... I mean, he has to take the blacks. They're worth too much, so he takes the black, I take the blue. He takes a white, and then we get the yellows. Or a very unexpected play. Yeah. Let's just calculate this to make sure. So this is 4 minus 2, net gain 2. This is 7 minus a ton. So yeah, it's pretty clearly this. And it's going to be just enough. 1 point. Yeah, the sick comeback comment. Sometimes I don't know if it's a sick comeback or if I played really poorly in the beginning. It's like hard to know sometimes if I screwed up the early rounds really badly or if I played the late rounds really well, or if I dug myself into a hole. Okay, I like this. Okay, so I started with Arena just to warm up. I don't know that it's a good sign that I went to round 6 against like a 300 player and won by 1 point, but that's how things go sometimes, I guess. Yeah, it's funny actually. It's pretty easy to not realize. I did it the other day. I said GG when the game was still going. Okay. I'm gonna start a little differently than normally and go 2 yellow 2. Yeah, and then pick up whichever the blue whites he doesn't pick up. This will be a pretty nice start. Okay, we'll plan on trying to starve them of reds. Basically have to take the one blue here. It's not that bad just because there's so much white and black that I should be okay. Really need to go after white too aggressively. But do I want him to be able to group it? Probably not. I definitely want to grab 2 red. His row 2 is a little bit suspicious right now. I mean, he has options on white and black, but he doesn't have blue and red. He ideally wants to play on row 5. Can I grab black first? If I grab black, he takes 3 red, row 5, and I take 2 red. Or in the middle, I could end up with a bunch of white. But I think this works. Yeah, this works. Well, it works to some extent. Because I'm assuming he takes the 3 red on row 5. In which case I take 2 red. To play yellow, white or black on row 2, and I can grab 2 yellow. Yeah. Let me make sure. This is good. Yeah. So I'll get either yellow or black for an adjacent top row, and then he's going to have to deal with some odd, like, he doesn't, if he plays black row 2, then he has to deal with white negatives, but if he plays white row 2, he has to play yellow negatives, not negatives, but yellow on row 3, which is like way over there. So yeah, this round worked out nicely. These yellows being here is especially good because there are so many blues left. So presumably, well, we don't get a lot of blue, but it would have been nice for him to have his row 3 blue blocked in a round where there were going to be a lot of them. Okay, so ideally I get black here for row 2. even though blue row 2 is best for him, there's 13 blue left, and I want to be able to play them. Okay, I think I'm going to go white row 3 here. I don't want him to start building out white to be able to score huge. And my row 2 is basically safe because if he takes 2 black, it groups the blues together, and if he doesn't take 2 black, then the 2 black are there. So I don't really have to worry about my row 2 right now. Now I have to worry about my row 2, so we just grab it. Okay. You would want, ideally, yellows on row 1. I can make those grouped up. And if he takes a white, I can take 1 blue. And then I might have to play 3 reds, but maybe I should have looked at that a little bit closer, but I don't. He's slightly surprised at a 1 white play here. Okay. I think these are pretty playable for me, actually. It's not that I'm, gonna build the first column, but there's 7 black left, so it's pretty reasonable I could end up with row 3 black, and end up having these reds be like pretty decent scoring. Okay, so there's only 1 white left. So ideally we get 2 white here. I think we just can't stop our opponent from finishing that, so. Okay, this is good. I'd like to create a group of 3 black. But it's a little awkward as to how to make that happen. So we'll do this for now. My scoring is not going to be great this round. Okay, that's a bit of a surprise. But it does give us an out for creating 3 black, which is to take away a yellow. Okay, I think we just play these. Let's hope my opponent doesn't count tiles and doesn't realize that there's only 1 white left. Nope, they know. Okay, let's put... No, we don't need to do this. Okay, so the goal here, I think, we're down by 3. We basically need to outscore them by 1 row. They're going to spend reds on row 2 and black on row 1, obviously. Oh, I do kind of need to take a yellow to prevent the full color. Okay, so let's put the reds in the center. I was going to say I can take 3 black to prevent them from getting it, but honestly, if they get... Yeah, okay. So now I think we go 3 black because there's so many options for blues. Yeah, and should be good here. Just have to take the yellows. And I think I can play them because they need to take 3 blue here. They don't need to, but it's best for them. And then I can go -1, they go nothing, or I go -2, they go -2. So this is correct. Did I make up the gap of 3 points? Yes. Super close again. So kind of a tricky row 5. I think I almost talked myself into the wrong play there. I was basically thinking like if they get row 3 black, there's no way for me to catch up to them. And so I actually needed row 3 black to be able to outscore them, but that would have let them guarantee their row 5 yellow. So there was so much grouping there, like the way the reds would have gotten grouped. If they take row 3 black, I can take their 1 black away, their row 1 black away. So they're trading a row 3 for their row 1. So maybe in reality there were a lot of different paths, but glad I found one that worked. I'll probably go another 2 to 3 games, and if I haven't lost by then, maybe I'll just keep playing until I lose for the memes. But I did not get a lot of sleep last night, so I should probably actually sleep. Okay. Wrong this person is there. Oh, 488, perfect. The game's still there though? Yeah, take this. Okay, we're just gonna like super aggressively go after blue. Whenever your opponent is building column 4, I feel like your instinct should just be to snatch as much blue as possible, because they can really, really, really get screwed. Hopefully we see it this game. Okay. I'm gonna take the blue that puts a yellow in the center, I think. Row 2 is sketchy. Hmm. Okay, let's do this. Not my favorite outcome, but yeah, they smartly pivoted away from the column, so this will be a bit tricky. They, I think, definitely have a better start than me, but yeah, I will still try to attack blues. Gotta do it. I think now that we know they're going yellow here, taking the reds away from them makes sense. So if I go one red, they take one black, white, blue, yellow. I take 2 red, I stick them with the 2 yellows at the end. Fine. Hopefully they play these reds. Yeah, it would have been nice because I can't really defend blue in this upcoming round. So they'll have a free shot at row 3. Hey Reach, how's it going? Yeah, I had a feeling that would be coming. It's very tempting to continue getting after blues. By the way, Reach, the chat delay should be slightly shorter, if not significantly shorter. So, yeah, any comments about the game might actually impact it. Um, 2 red, 3 yellow is interesting. Okay. I think I'm gonna be maybe needlessly defensive. But my thought here is also that unless he like if he doesn't take this black right now, okay, I think we have to let him have white. Yeah, so we're gonna see this. Um, basically what I'm looking at is okay, so yeah, now we take the white. He gets 3 blue, but we get 3 yellow, and he's left with these reds. Not the best outcome, but now we can actually play blue elsewhere and still wants them for row 1 and 2. So playing blue here means we can't play red anywhere, so that's a little tough. Let's grab these whites and put a black in the center. That's kind of wild. I think that is this is too defensive when there's 6 blacks left. Maybe my opponent doesn't know that there's 6 blacks left, but okay, let's make sure we get yellows. Okay. I don't think we're gonna win this one. Oh, maybe. I guess. Yeah, they screwed this up. I think they. I don't know if I'm gonna win, but I think they threw the game away. They needed to get their row 1, not their row 3. Like, this is worth nothing. Yeah. So they should have won, but misplayed round 5. See what's going on here. Yeah, Reach, it's pretty crazy. Like, that wasn't even a difficult situation. It's like a trade-off between 7 points and 2 points. But I think people are very unaware generally of things getting grouped up. Like, they're just not paying attention to the fact that all the blues can end up in the middle there. But even once all the blues were in the middle, I think if they play them on row 4, they still win. So they made like 2 mistakes in a row. I'll just do this game later. Yeah, I'm not sure what mistakes I made in that game. I think maybe, I mean, I had trouble filling my bottom rows, and so I couldn't play blue when the time came. And that's how they got ahead. Maybe I played too much. Maybe I should have let them have blue earlier, basically, instead of being so aggressive with it. Like, I took a lot of negatives in that round 3, I think, probably unnecessarily, when I took the 2 blue on row 1 with the first player tile. That was already 2 negative tiles that could have been avoided. So I think I probably just have to let him have row 3 in that case and just build the best that I can on my board. We'll do or so, and then grab an arena. I think we've officially reached play until I lose territory, so I'll just keep going until I lose one. Oh, Mindset is real is a decent player. Okay. Expected that play. Two. I'm thinking about making them overpay for this blue, but I actually think I don't necessarily want those reds to get grouped. Yet, at least. I'd like him to commit to row 2 yellow. Okay, and now I feel better about grouping reds. Grab my own row 2 yellow. Okay. Behind a couple tiles, but have the first player, so not super helpful in this case. Okay, let's just try to build well. Stopping white is like way too hard. Okay, I think we're just gonna throw out a single blue here. Maybe I'll play it on row 1 actually, because he has some forcing lines by grouping the reds up. That would end up grouping the yellows and blacks, and he would play whites on row 2. So I want to keep. I want to be able to play reds on 5 and blacks on 4. But now his row 2 is gonna have to be white. He could take the black here, but I would take the white, yeah. And now his choice of this row 3 scenario. I'm pretty happy to end up with blue here, actually. Okay, down by 3. Obviously looking for 2 white here, given that there's only 5 left. Hmm. I'm not 100% sure about that play, but it creates tension. So if he takes red, he has nowhere else to play white. So I would be aiming to give Okay, that makes it slightly irrelevant. If I take 2 white, he can go 3 blue. That doesn't work well. Okay, I think 2 blue is interesting because now he has to play 1 blue to give me the last player tile. 1 blue would give me my row 4 black and then either white or red, but I'd take a bunch of negatives for the white, obviously. Oh, that's like a gift. Now he has to eat these reds or give me my row 4. So, got to be aware of this full color black threat. But I'm up by 8. Hopefully we'll be building on that. But I'm going to run into trouble with black too. We'll give him the first player tile in exchange for keeping him stuck. Maybe I take the first player tile, get those 2 reds, hopefully. So if there's 6 black, he has the first player tile and I need 2. I mean, it's pretty unlikely he can stop me. But I don't need 2, I need 4, really. Okay, I think I need to take the first player tile. Because if he gets the first player tile and only needs... maybe it was wrong. This should be pretty good, though. I think I just want to take his row 2 away. Okay, just plays him. I don't think I can afford to lose any more points. I think it'll be hard for him to get full color black with me having first player. Well, clearly not. He can force it. Yeah, you're right, Reese, you're right. I mean, it's not great. I'm definitely losing, right? Um, yeah, this doesn't matter. This does matter. I need to take the reds. Yeah, not even close. I don't think I mean, I guess taking that black is probably better, but I think I'm losing there pretty much no matter what. Very tough game, apparently. But I guess, I mean, even if he gets full black anyway, like, I leave his row 4 blocked. Um, so there's that advantage in addition to the better adjacency for myself. So it was probably right to just take black. I probably overthought it. Or maybe I underthought it in that I should have realized I wasn't going to be able to stop it. I don't know how I got so screwed on blacks there. Were they just not coming in the early game and then they all came in around where he had control or something? Like, I didn't feel like I was ignoring them, but clearly it didn't go well for me. Finishing row 4 in round 5 is ever the plan. Okay. Oh, we got the expert game filled, not the arena game. Interesting start. More interesting start. Okay. In all honesty, I forgot about that last white tile to block his row 4. Playing a bit too quickly. Have control of black next round. Okay, so they're going for another column, but they are now extremely dependent on blues. They have blue 5, blue 2, blue 1. I think it's fine here to go black because if they take 1 yellow, I can go 2 black and make a group of 4 blues. And while 4 blues looks kind of good for them, they have to pay extra, and it just means they're not going to score at all in their upper rows. I'm up by 5. They're taking negatives. I think just make them pay extra for the red now. Okay. Yeah, I think we'd take this. This is -6 for me, but there's only 1 red tile left, so this just definitively blocks their column, which will be worth more than 6, so and it makes those two bottom rows like worth nothing, 3 points total. So they spent a ton of tiles to get 3 points. Create a group of 3 blues. And yeah, I don't think we really need to belabor anything. I can even build another column if they're not careful. But I'm sure they will take something here. That went slightly better. Okay, same person. It's a bit interesting. I think I like the 2 yellows start here, and then I just pick up whichever of the blue or white he doesn't take. Okay, that's slightly unexpected. I'm trying to not just build column 2 all the time, and build the center column a little more frequently. If I take 2 yellow here, he is not going to get a row 2. Basically, his choice there was get row 2 red and give me my row 4, or do what happened, which is completely stuck here. I'm okay with black here. I'm going to group the 2 yellows up. I will trade a row 3 for his continued row 2 blockage. Since we're not scoring any points, we might as well take some negatives and block his row 4 white. If you're not going to score anyway, you can make like defensive plays like that that look a little egregious. Okay. This is good. We can take a blue and group yellows. He goes white. We'll just group the yellows some more. Okay. I think I just want to take a red for my row 1. And I'll try to get these blacks, which should happen. Oh, he's gonna bend. Okay. Not particularly interested in playing these reds. Is it worth the -6 though? Probably not. I think probably play them and just clean it up next round. Also up 11-0. Will my opponent finish their first row 2? They've done it. Gotta be careful with these blues. I have nowhere to play them, so I don't want to get stuck. My opponent could kind of force them. Okay, we might have to just not get a row 2 this round. Certainly not the best played round of my life, probably. But not getting a row 2 there isn't terrible. Ahead by 2. Yeah, I should be able to outscore my opponent. They won't get any rows completed. Let's create the group of 4 blue if we can. And yeah, take a red, block their row 2 red. That's good as well. We can get 3 white or 3 yellow. Okay, gotta be careful here though. To not let them get this column, but it's fine. We'll just take the 4 blue. Okay, so this, yeah, doesn't really matter what they start with here. Okay, we'll take the blue. They can have the black, and we'll get these 3 whites. So one bad round, but... Oh, there's no row 1. That's funny, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Oh wait, there were whites left, weren't there? Okay, we're officially in play until I lose mode. I think maybe I will decline that person. Although, oh, they filled yellow on row 1. Got it. I guess we can keep going. I think they should have taken white in their first play instead of that red. It's a bit of a weird situation. I think them taking the blues off the board ultimately benefits them here. I don't think this was correct. Because I think now nope, because if they take 2 black, that doesn't work for me, so I think I want like 1 yellow. That's not great. That's not great. Maybe it's 3 black 2. I don't know. This is actually quite bizarre. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, this. Okay. Now I still get 2 black. I think had they taken something to group the 5 blacks there, it would have been a little more interesting. I would have played them on row 2, I think. Instead of letting them get 5 blacks. Okay, let's... An interesting spot here. Let's get the first player tile. Control blacks next round. I should be able to get all of these, the white 2 and 3. Hey, Michael. Yeah, he's created a bit of a weird situation for himself. He can't guarantee his row 2 blue, so he might have to take these 4 whites on row 2. what's better for me? I think the row 3 and just let him have this best versus defending this. He still gets a row 2 and I go negatives. I think just playing this is better. Oh, that would have been bad. Oh, Jesus. Kind of hate it, but that seems greedy too. It's good blocking my row 2, but okay, let's create the group of 2 white. Is that... Would I rather create the group of 2 black? Yes, this is better. So then if he takes black on row 2, block mine, I create the group of 2 white. Now he has to decide what to do with these 2 whites. Throws them away. Okay, we grab some free points. So I didn't get a row 2 there, but got a row 3. Got my opponent some negatives. Their board is clogged. I think that's a pretty decent outcome. Okay, there's only 2 blue left, but I'm not going to finish row 2 anyway. So but it's still... This gives me the most flexibility for next round. My board's very weird. I have a kind of interesting play, which is to take 1 blue and throw it away to try to force him to take the other blue on row 1, and then I grab 5 red, and I have a full color red threat next round. It might be worth it. The other thing is obviously taking 1 white, but 1 white's not that great for me. Okay, we're gonna go for the full color red threat. I can't end the game, which is interesting. Um, okay, so my opponent does end. Try to be sneaky about this red threat, I guess. I don't know how sneaky I can be, but let's start moving some in. I mean, he has to take the 2 here. Otherwise, I get it. Okay. Oh, I can end the game with row 3 red. Um, is there any reason not to take it right away? This gets rid of a tile he can play eventually. So I think that's best. He's scoring pretty well this round. So this will be interesting, but he has to dump he has no other playable spaces, which is why taking white was good there. So between the negatives and my full color bonus and the little scoring that I'll get, hopefully I'm in good shape. Okay, so I can't play red. Yeah, there's no way to. I think black is correct here. Yeah, I force him to take negatives and I don't. Him or her. Yeah, so we'll actually end up winning by quite a bit with the full color. That was a cool one. I'm happy with the end of round 4 there. Setting up that red threat instead of just taking the 1 white on row 1, which wasn't going to be worth much anyway. I can't be number 1 in the US right now. Someone's got to be Focus or Ibitao has to be higher. Oh, well, who knows? I don't know where these other people live. Yeah, Bangers is also up over 800. Yeah, Rishi would have been interesting to block red. It would have clogged his row 4, I think, assuming he played them. Um, and he would have taken a negative tile. He would have taken the first player tile, so that would have been a negative. It might have opened up. No, I don't know that I had much more that was like good scoring. So uh, yeah, it would have been interesting. I mean, he definitely scored much better than me in that round. Just a matter of what it would have cost him. I think I won by like 11 or something. So yeah, if it would have cost him, what, like less than six. Okay, so there would, yeah, yeah. If he threw the reds away, it would have been -4 for dumping them from the first player and the two reds. This is an interesting start. It's like there's the reds for row 5, but um, nothing aligns well with them really. I'm just, yeah, there's no reason to fight it. Smart play. Well, these games are always interesting. Um, not making any lower row progress. So completely flexible. Have to be a little more open-minded. I don't think I want to play these on 5 because there's only 8 left. So we're going to end up with a really interesting build. So my plan from here is grab these 2 blue and then build white and black, because he could still play white and black, but I'm kind of suspecting that won't happen. It's tempting to take 1 black, but I think he just takes my whites. So I get 1 tile. Um, whereas taking a white, I will get 3 tiles. That's gonna hurt. I'll at least try to get 3 blue out of it. Okay, I think I let him have the red. Try to pick up row 3 blue and row 4 white. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here, but we'll at least get progress on these blacks. So only down by 1. But it's gonna be tough. Especially because I now need whites on 4 and 2. And I'm glad you said that, Rish. I don't like to blame luck as much as I can, but man, on these streams it has felt like some of these draws are just totally brutal. The good news is that his scoring is actually limited. His or her scoring is limited because they can't play. They don't have a row 2 red and they don't have a row 2 black anymore. These yellows aren't worth that much, so I might end up okay here. And it's hard for them to play whites. Do I want white on row 2 or row 4? I have the first player tile. There's 5 left. He takes away, I take away, he takes away. That's bad for me. Okay, let's go for... Now we guarantee ourselves not getting stuck with that stuff. I have to be careful next round. No, I don't. I was gonna say he could... I mean, I do have to be careful, actually. He has a very credible second column threat if he plays these blues. Yeah, so we'll take the blues instead of the yellows. It's an extra -2, but gets rid of this column threat. And now he has these awkward yellows, and there's only 2 of them left, so it's like the only place he can score. Well, he wasn't going to be able to finish that out anyway. Okay. I get some good luck here that all these blues are grouped, so his row 1 is costly, and the 2 reds are on the same as my 2 blacks, so those get a negative attached to them. So maybe the luck came back to me a bit. And the last round, the draw wasn't as bad as I thought in reality. These reds more expensive, though he can go like 2 black and then play reds on 4. But if he goes 2 black, I can just go row 4 red and I can still get my row 5 black, no problem. I do need to be a little more careful here than I am currently being, though. Because he can play row 4 white as well. Okay, this is fine for me, though. Because now I get one of the row 4s. Or rather, if he takes 2 black, I can play. That's interesting. That seems very wrong to me. Oh, it's worth more than the blacks, though. Yeah, so we do this, and we are definitely winning. Oh, he got a second column. Shit. I think. Yeah, I didn't see that. I might still be ahead enough. With the negatives, nope, probably not. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I just, yeah, completely didn't see it. Just playing too fast. I just needed to. What did I do? I took whites instead of yellows. I just needed to take 2 yellows. Yeah. Um, that's hilarious. Yeah. I hate those losses. Just like missing obvious shit, playing too quickly, assuming that you've already won. But oh well. Definitely gonna call it there. Um, Despite once again, I think losing ELO on the night, was definitely much happier with the actual play. So I plan to be back tomorrow. So see you guys then if you join.